Alright guys, welcome back to Beautiful Mind today. We're just going to be talking about XRP. We've just taken this chart, we've made it naked, and we've put a very low sloping trend line connecting our data points together. If you're new here, I'm Roland Attenborough. I'm the leading GANN scientific and analytical researcher. I've had a great shout out from the XRP community. They would like to hear more about what we're seeing and what we're doing. Here we are today, we're talking about a sine wave. I've copied this entire sine wave. We've talked about the sine wave, okay? First, we're gonna just recap our sine wave, okay guys? Let's just do that. And remember, bars pattern. This is what this is right here. So let's go ahead and let's just take our counting tool, because that's the most important tool we have. Is mathematical science and the counting. So after, right, 40 weeks, 41, 42, and 43 weeks, a change. So let's take a look at that, okay? So going around the square at 40 weeks, or say 41, right, a major bottom and a change in trend. Where does the top come in? Okay, our top really comes in at 85. So spinning around the square again, we come around to what? 85, right? 85 weeks. And this whole sequence ends, right? Remember, we were talking about this now. At 100, all the way around to here, right? Because all the natural squares, right? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16, right? 6 times 6, 8 times 8, right? 12 times 12, it just keeps going on, right? And then the odd squares, 3 times 3, 5 times 5, 7, 9, 11, right, 13, 15, it just continues on. So mathematical science is of the highest order. So we know that a sine wave, and we can attach, this can be days, this can be cents, and let's just talk about this, okay? So your starting point here, you started off here, right? Where did you start? Come on guys, where did we start? Way back down here. What's this level, right? I'm just flashing it around there, but it's 5 cents. Okay, so 5 cents is resonating right now. Okay, and what's the highest we've been? $1.80, $1.90. What is this? What is this, guys? Oh, what is it? 319. Oh, where's 319? Like, come on guys, pay attention to this. This is why this tool is so important, and I've been teaching you about these things. If you haven't purchased a Square 9, then you should consider doing so. However, this counting tool that we have populated on here, this is probably one of the most important tools other than trend lines and our Fibonacci sequences, as well as our percentage levels. I use this tool so much, and I use this counting tool so much, and you guys have been obviously seeing that I've been doing so. So looking at our sine wave here, right, by the time we end around, right, 40 is our first week when we have all this craziness, and then we drive right up, and then the ending of the total campaign of the major blow off ends here at this, right, 84. I mean, come on guys, it's not that difficult. So when we assign this sine wave and the repetition of this move to each of these bottoms, as we've done, and you've seen me do that over and over, we get results that are similar, okay? The velocity is not the same, but the time changes are the same. So, and as William Gann has always stated in all his books and courses, time is more important than price, and of course I agree with that wholeheartedly, completely, like, for sure. So let's just move this over. Oops, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but that just disappeared. So okay, sine wave aside, let's just go recapture another sine wave here. All right. All right, let's just run it out to this bottom right here. I mean, why not? I've had a really wonderful week. I've met a really awesome client of high-tech, small startup company, and he's done major startups, and I have a whole bunch of stuff to do. I have, as you guys know, I'm creating SHA 256 Bullseye cryptocurrency coin here on Beautiful Mind, and anyone will be able to mine and acquire Bullseye, and it's written on a 256 SHA algorithm in a Python program, and I've finished all the coding, and I'm just checking all the coding now and working with some clients now in the future, as well as I also have a solo Bitcoin mine operation where we'll be looking for blocks every 10 minutes, not just mining Bitcoin, but looking for the blocks. We would be a registered node. I'm building a server with 2 terahertz of memory and a 4 terahertz of secondary expansion, as well as 64-bit of RAM, and we are going to be finding Bitcoin. It'll be probably one of the most powerful servers that has been built for an operation like this, and I will be finding blocks. Right now, a block is found every 10 minutes on the blockchain, and you can be one of them. Stay tuned for our mining operation. I'm sorry that it was slow in coming to fruition, but that's how it is. We have to work through a few problems, you know, make solutions. Here we are, we're discussing XRP, and what we can see, we have a shallow trend line that has captured our data points here, and we're looking for a rollover right now in our asset right now, or our cryptocurrency. We are lining up with the top right now, and it looks like we are about to suffer some move backs. And I know that's a big bummer. No one likes to hear the bad news bears, but honestly, guys, you know, this year is a tumultuous year, and we need to really gain some strength here. We need to get the heck back up to this 90 right now and start showing some strength and sitting on that. If it does not occur, we have lower tops and lower bottoms right now, and that is indicative of weakness and a resumption of the bear campaign and accumulation and distribution. A show of strength and a break above this, and particularly a break above this 90 here, would indicate a strong presence of a bull market, and we would be moving up to the $1.30 and this $2 level right here. We'd be re-challenging this entire area right here. We'd probably stall out of this $1.30 area right here. However, we don't have to. So by April, we could be up to this $1.30. But we don't necessarily have to be. We could be as low as this 90, which I'm expecting we could see. I mean, it's looking like we're about to have one hell of a Humpty Dumpty and a move back up to this 90 level before we have, right, a possible rollover again and a resumption of this downward campaign. So, and this could move on, right? And we could be moving down again into 2028 and 2029. Remember now, the 100-year cycle for stocks and commodities is if you didn't understand what happened in 1929, then you're losing the picture. So it looks like somewhere after Trump is done, in 1929, stocks, they made a top in the late part of September, and Mr. GANN warned of a great big rollover in the end of the cycle. So 100 years later, I'm warning that there is something going on here. Okay, this is and this is just, William, he pointed this out. This is a 100-year cycle. So pay attention to that. Right now, we're experiencing a rollover and into this, a retest of this trend line. And if we don't get above this, it's sorry guys, but you're back to this, right? I'm sorry, you're back to this, right? If we put a trend line on here and break this, it's right back to here. That's just how it is, right? And look up here. This pattern is agreeing with our topping and a move. Like we have two major pullbacks late into August, which I've been calling for, and another one in October and September, obviously. So we're not out of the woods yet, guys. This is not, things. We have a lot of volatility. So peace and love, guys. Just pay attention to these levels and the things going on here.